What's up, everyone?
Hey Jimmy, how you doing?
Doing good.
So, were you one of the guys that who hit up Kyle about traveling on Friday? And what's your routine on road trips now?
Yeah, it was. I mean, it was a group of us who we were all interested in it. It's kind of been our routine on most away trips this season. So I think it just gets guys locked in. I got a pretty good routine as far as studying and things like that. And just when we leave on Friday, it allows you to stay more locked into the game plan and eliminates distractions.
Jimmy, Kyle said yesterday that you guys win it as a team, which is why you don't necessarily have some of the numbers that some of the MVP candidates have. And that's something that in the time we've covered you doesn't seem to bother you. Is that something that was ingrained as you as a kid, or at what point did it become not about you and always about the team?
Uh, it's I don't know. I think it's just about winning. Honestly, I mean that's why you play the game. You don't play for. I mean statistics and individual things are it's all cool and everything, but I mean you play to win the game and you play to go out there and win championships. And I mean maybe our numbers don't show the MVP stuff, but I think we got a couple players on our team who Deebo, Trent Williams, those guys could be in that conversation very easily if the award was looked at a little differently.
Hey Jimmy, when you were watching a film of the Rams against the Bucks, what struck you about watching your old teammate Tom Brady operate against them, and any contact with him this week?
No, no. Just it was. I give him a lot of credit for just the situation he was in, just with being down a couple guys. It was a tough situation, but he battled back there at the end, gave him a chance to have a shot at the end there. I mean that's all you could hope for, but it was a grinder of a game. It definitely was, and it showed.
Hey Jimmy, just being around Trent this week as he's dealing with that, I'm not expecting you to give away his playing status or whatever, or even if you know that. But just what was he like this week? What is his mentality, kind of dealing with the injury and trying to make sure that he's available for you guys on Sunday?
Well, I mean, he's doing everything he can. Honestly, I've seen him in here just putting in the hours in the training room, studying all that stuff, and hopefully we'll get him out there. But we'll see. Those high ankles are never a fun thing. I know that from experience. But I mean, all the guys, everyone's dealing with stuff right now. It's just that time of year, and it's a good group to have with me in that huddle.
Jimmy, is it easier or harder playing a team for the third time, just, knowing exactly what you're getting? Do you see that as a positive thing?
I mean, this will be my first time. I've never actually done it, so it'll be a little different. But yeah, I mean, these guys know us, we know them. There's really no secrets or anything like that. So just about going out there, beating your man, and executing. I mean, other than that, it's just football.
Hey, Jimmy, I realize the NFL injury report doesn't exactly list every single injury maybe a player has. You are no longer on the injury report with your shoulder. How does your shoulder feel compared to last week?
Feels great. Yeah, arms ready to roll.
Hey, Jimmy, when you're watching film, yeah, Eric, when you're watching film of the Rams and what they do you take more into account of what has worked better against them or what has failed against them?
That's a good question. I think there's a fine line. The things that you did well in the past, you assume that a team that you're going against will fix those things and be ready for the next time you face them. But at the same time, yeah, like you're saying, there's some things that you don't even want to try again because they didn't work, or maybe it was bad timing of the call, whatever it is. There's a bunch of variables, but yeah, it's I know that I kind of just answered both both ways there, but yeah, you definitely have to take both into account, I guess.
Do a couple more, please.
Hey, Jimmy, earlier in the week, I think Robbie and George and even Coach touched on it a little bit. How about that feeling of walking off the field in Miami after the Kansas City game? How that's kind of motivated them. Have you used any of that, or do you use motivation from that Super Bowl loss?
Yeah, I mean, since it's happened, it's been a motivator for me. Honestly, just I mean that it's a feeling that can't describe. It's unlike any other loss I've ever had, and it's just yeah. Obviously, since that moment, it's motivated me, and it always will going forward. But those are the lessons. I mean, sports is never going to be perfect, and if you could take those lessons and be better from it, you'll be better off in the long run.
Jimmy, I understand you have a torn ligament in your thumb and it needs surgery, but has it improved at all since you hurt it, or is it the same?
Yeah, it feels great. I think we'll approach that after the season a little more, but yeah, it's holding up for right now, but it'll be all right.
All right, thank you, Jimmy.
All right, thanks, guys.
All right, we have Deebo for you.
Kyle, if it's water in here.
Hey, Deebo, how you doing?
Good. How you doing?
Good. Hey, what do you think about Kyle said that a number of players hit him up after the game, after the Tampa Rams game, and asked to travel to LA on Friday. Do you find yourself getting into a good routine with all these road games of, traveling on Friday, and do you have a routine there once you get to town?
Of course. As a pro, you should have a routine, but I didn't know we was traveling on Friday until I go talk to Cal like every Monday and Tuesday, so that's when I found out. And it's kind of thing that we used to. So I mean, people get into a routine when they know we're gonna be on the road. We didn't know who we was playing, but just getting in a routine and just keeping it up.
Deebo, you and a number of your teammates have taken to social media to support Jimmy Garoppolo this week. What was the motivation behind that?
I don't think it was no motivation. I just think if you click social media, you see people talking about Jimmy this, Jimmy that. I mean, numbers don't lie. That's what people say. So I just say check the win percentages.
Yeah, Dave, I think earlier this season you told us that you don't spend a lot of other time analyzing other wideouts in the league like some other guys do. Would that include Cooper Kupp? And why is it you don't watch other wide receivers?
There's not another receiver in this league that play like me and do the things that I do. So I don't see the need to watch anybody that don't do the things that I do.
Hey, Deebo, it sure seems like you're enjoying your role this season, and obviously it's giving you more notoriety and has helped the team win. But obviously you're taking a lot of physical punishment. You've talked about that. Do you view in any way, assuming this role and doing all the things you do is some type of, sacrifice that you're doing for the team?
I wouldn't say it's a sacrifice. I mean, being a pro is part of, coming in and doing what the coaches ask you to do. But I wouldn't say I'm taking the punishment. I think I'm out there delivering the blows. But, I mean, you do take it is a physical state that when you're in the backfield and playing wide out, but it's not too much of a difference.
Hey, Deebo, obviously you and Trent are close. What has he been like this week? What's his kind of mentality as he deals with the ankle issue?
Trent is a monster. You done seen that all year long, and I'm not going to go too much into detail what the plan is, but once we get there, you'll just see.
Deebo, Coach Hightower told us that you spent time with him at the Senior Bowl, driving early to practice with the specialists. Do you remember that time, and what were your conversations like with him?
Kind of what he said. He asked me to catch punts, and I haven't caught him comfortably in a while, but once you're trying to get drafted, you're willing to do anything possible to, make a good first impression. But I built a relationship from him there, and it just continued to grow now. Just like, like the past game, we've been struggling returning a little bit. So I went to HT and Kyle. I was like, hey, man, if y'all need me to go back there and return, I'm all for it.
Last two.
Hey, Deebo, I'm curious what it's like playing in SoFi Stadium in terms of it's a big new venue, and as a receiver, how does that impact like your sight visions of looking up into the rafters, looking for the ball?
What is he asking me?
Want to run that back in?
Yeah, I can run it back. Just what is that stadium like compared to in terms of being able to track the ball in a bigger stadium like that? Obviously, it's different than snow and Lambeau falling on you, but what's it like in there?
I think it's pretty normal. Any inside dorm, dome kind of, have their blurs of lights, but as a receiver, you done been through it all, so it's kind of normal to you.
Deebo, Walter Payton believed in hitting force with force, and he believes that it broke up the impact, which seems a little weird maybe that you don't want to run as hard as you can into a guy coming as hard as you can at you. But is that, I don't know if you think of it in those terms, but I don't know, is that somewhat of your mentality that you attack force with your own force?
I mean, if you watching the games that we playing, whether it's me or Elijah, not too many guys want to run at you full speed and put everything on the line to come out there and tackle one of us, and that goes from me to George to Jawan to Brandon Ayuk. It's just the physical mindset that this team have that one person's not going to bring us down, and just if it come down to that point, just punish the guy in front of you.
Thank you, Deebo. Thank you.
Hey, faithful, don't forget to click here and subscribe.